very new director of football. Let's bring him on. Let's bring on Dan. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, Dan.
Come
Big
on,
up, Dan.
Big up, brother. How are we doing?
I'm doing great. Emerson Royale Masterclass.
Yes,
Let's all get dressed for
Dan.
the occasion. We have to be dressed for the occasion. This isn't happening every day.
Yes.
You are looking very dapper, sir. You are looking very dapper.
Dan, where have you been, man? Why are you looking so swish and suave? You gone for the next James Bond interview, or you've been?
No, I'm being dead serious. I had a Tottenham kid on, and I saw Emerson Royale Masterclass. I went in the closet and changed.
Are you being genuine?
I'm being so dead serious. I didn't watch along an hour
God,
before
this is brilliant. This is
I
brilliant.
had
Okay,
this kid on.
so
I had this kid on. I had this kid on 1 second ago. Emerson Royale Masterclass, come on.
so I've had to deal with this during this fan show, and I thought it was just situated here in the studio, but over there in Miami, people are getting changed out of their Spurs shirts
Mate, get on board the
into
train,
their
man.
suits.
Get on board the train.
Okay. So Dan, see that you've got changed into your, let's say, your Emerson suits. Let's talk about Emerson. What did you think today?
All right. He wasn't as crap as he usually is.
There you go.
No, but that's serious. With the thing with Emerson today is that we didn't attack that much, which was disappointing. It was a 50-50 game, which when you're playing against Fulham, you usually like to think that you dominate them, but Fulham have been playing good recently. So it was, both teams had a decent amount of possession. Both teams, it was very, very even. So Emerson Royale used resolute defensively. I do think he's a little bit better defensively than he is attacking wise. It's not like he's a great defender. I just think that today he had a good defensive performance, and one good performance. And in January, we need to sign Pedro Porro and replace him.
Yep. We'll have to wait and see. But I will say it was he certainly did put in a better performance than we've normally seen. That is for sure. And what was your overall thoughts on the game entirely?
I thought it was very even. I think what separated both teams was a masterclass by Harry Kane that finished into the bottom corner to tie Jimmy Bree's record. But for me, the highlight of the game was seeing the Tottenham fans united, Levy out, Enoch out, singing the chant, even when we're winning. Absolutely love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. That was the highlight of the game. The highlight of the season for me so far, just to see that in the stands. Finally, some fan unity to be able to sing that song when we're winning. Because when we're losing, yeah, it's easy. Levy out, look at the problems. But when we're winning, to still continue to spread that message, phenomenal. I was very, very impressed by that. But
I have to say
that
with that, we were singing it at Crystal Palace when we were 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 up as well. But obviously,
you couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear it as loud.
Yeah.
It was all muffled, but today,
it was clear.
It was clear and loud, and the away fans were amazing today. We were amazing today. So big up to everyone that's gone down there.
Fantastic.
Yep. They were. But what else stood out for you, Dad, in a positive or negative way? What players do you think didn't put in a good? Let's go that way. Who do you think? Like, there wasn't a lot of star performances from both teams. So who concerned you today?
I think with our luck, we were lucky that Carlos Vinicius didn't come on because he would have scored a hat trick. But I was not happy with Son. I was not happy with Perisic. I've not been happy with Perisic. But for me, Perisic was not brought in to be a left wing back. I think he was brought in to be a teacher for Sessegnon, to try and give as much advice as he can to Sessegnon. But at the end of the day, he has a lot more quality than what we've seen recently. In the midfield, I thought Højbjerg was better today. But yeah, Sonny is starting to become a big problem. And for me, I'd start with Richarlison. He deserves to get a few starts. But Sonny definitely, he's starting to worry me.
It is. I mean, also, what concerned me was that tackle. That was a nasty tackle he put in.
Yeah. He's lucky he didn't get a red.
Yeah, he got the red card against Chelsea, but that was next to nothing, wasn't it? Or something over nothing. I think he may have got. Has he got another red card for Spurs? Or maybe only his one red card. But
Andre Gomez. I think the Andre Gomez.
That's right. Thank you very much, Dad.
That wasn't. Yeah.
Thank you very much. But yeah, That one was not good. It's worrying the left-hand side, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Something that I would like to say, I know we're not going to get him until next season, but Destiny Udogie, if we play a left wing back and then Perisic's normal position is left wing, and he plays a lot better for Croatia when he does play left wing.
Yeah.
So why don't we play Destiny Udogie left wing back and then play Perisic left wing when Sonny's not up to par? I think that could work out. But obviously we don't have Destiny Udogie yet, so we can't do that. But yeah, I think it's definitely starting to become a big problem. I think why were we going to pay 60 million for a forward that to be a backup? That when players are out of form, he doesn't play. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I think Richarlison definitely should be starting. I know it's not his natural position. I know his natural position is striker, but at the same time, he can do a job at left wing, and we've seen it that he can do a job at left wing. So give him a go. Sonny hasn't done. He's been ghosting throughout the whole season, and I love Sonny more than anybody. I've loved Sonny more than the next person, but he's been very, very disappointing this season. And I think Richarlison should just get a goal. Perisic, though, attacking-wise, he's been decent, but defensively he's been very, very poor. But for a left winger that's been converted to a left wing back, that's to be expected.
So we'll get onto it now. I don't think we could have done this different. That may not be your Emerson suit. That may be your witness history broken because Harry Kane is now our joint top goal scorer suit.
Laura's just
That's the real reason.
It's Dan 12, and is that his school uniform?
There we go. Yeah, but it's his Harry Kane / Emerson history making suit.
Yeah, exactly. Who'd have thought Harry Kane and Emerson? It's coming together. They're the new.
And Daniel Levy-out suit.
Daniel Levy-out suit, and the new.
Is that what we need to do? Or wear a suit?
Yeah. Shall I come in a? No, I'm not going to come in a suit.
Well, maybe that's the way forward. Maybe that's the way forward.
Dan, I think the good thing is, it's like we've seen history. I think Saturday we're going to see history made broken. The record's going to go on Saturday.
I don't know if he plays.
I think it will. I think it will. That's the thing, though. If he plays, he will. But if he doesn't, and he just comes on, there's a chance. But it'd be unlikely, in my opinion, that he even plays.
Yeah, I think we might see Richarlison up there. I think he's got. If it was me, I'd rather rest Son than drop Kane. What about you, Dad?
I would rather rest both. I don't see why we wouldn't rest both players. They've been playing all season. Yeah, you've got Brian Hill. You can play.
It's a good point.
I'm trying to think of the bench, but rest both of them. Just give the team that has been playing all season, give them a rest. We've got Manchester City next week. We need a lot of rest players. Hopefully, they're gonna play Arsenal, so that's something to think about because their players are gonna be tired going to our game, and we could have a chance to rest some key players on our team. Obviously, if it goes the way that we don't want it to, we're gonna have to bring on those key players on the pitch. Knowing Tottenham, it's very likely that would happen. But I see us resting a lot more players, and I don't see a reason why we'd have to go with our full strength team.
That's I mean, if you could see anyone out of that, I mean, we've mentioned about seeing my boy Alfie and Harvey White. Would you be happy if you saw them getting some valuable minutes?
Yeah, obviously. When it comes to starting 11, I want to be confident. Is the FA Cup the only chance of a trophy we have left? I don't think we'll win the Champions League. I don't think we'll win the Premier League. And we're out of the Carabao Cup, obviously. So I think I would like to see us get this win comfortably. But when we're winning by 2 or we're winning by 3, I would like to see those young players, those youth players coming on. And I would absolutely love to see that. But at the same time, I don't think bringing on Kane and for him to break the record in this game, I don't think this is the right game for him to break the record. To break the record against in the FA Cup in this type of game, I wouldn't like to see it. I would like to see it against Man City at home or something like that, a big game like that. That would be phenomenal. But at the same time, it's not only that record that he's breaking, he's also getting 200 goals in the Premier League. So that's another big achievement for him. So it's a big thing for him to score the next goal. Yeah, you can see it like when the players were going down the wing when he already scored the first goal. It's like the players were looking for him to score that goal to get that record. Hopefully that doesn't become an issue because we've seen that become an issue. But yeah.